Perfect. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. We are in a game called Okami. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. I think I'm gonna turn up the sound just a bit. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against a beast many times its size and banished the darkness. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. Oh, this is cool. I've never actually played this game, even though I've had many opportunities to do so. So, I'm very excited. I've honestly only seen a few things of gameplay. I've never, like, seen a walkthrough or anything like that. I've only seen a few little gameplay tidbits. So, I'm very excited, actually. And yes, we are playing the HD version. I got it, got it for it was on sale on the Xbox store, so I... Okami! Oh, here we go. Story. Hideki Kamiya. Ah, good. Good. Is it just gonna show the same thing again? I think it is. Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay, nestled in a grove of, I guess it isn't the same, but close enough. Grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. I guess it's just kind of retelling this. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. This is nice. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. There we go. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. I think they were wrong. Probably wrong. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into, that. Right there. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. She better be pretty. The Moon Cave, a place as dark and as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel, the blade left nary a scratch. Well, that's not good. Also, does he have a bell in his body? Because that'd be neat, honestly. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued by and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled inside the village. Bearing its, I wonder if I read the last thing right. I don't think I did, but maybe I did. Who knows? Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. This is a good story. Like, so far. If this is all the game was, I'd be happy. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Well, that's not good. It's not good at all. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. The majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. It'll look some color other than black and white and tan. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all of his strength into his sacred and battered arms, he leaped ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Sorry, this has been 8 minutes of this. 9 minutes of this. Wow. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. Oh no, dog's gonna die. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as into a slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took to notice. Well, thanks, guys. I know people don't live that long in ancient times, but come on, pass the story down. Uh-oh. Who is this?
Is this the legendary sword? It is Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi. No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale.
Oh, look, you broke the seal, dumbass. I'm gonna find that guy. Thought we were gonna beat him up. But it's just some random villager who's like, nah, it's not the sword. Meh. Does that dragon have, like, a hat?
Oh, he who seeks power, he who broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness upon the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power.
That guy's like, fuck that. He made the right choice. If he can't release his power, then just run away. Oh, look, he's unleashing his power. I guess it didn't matter. That one hit its head. Oh my. Not the trees! Not the beautiful trees! Is this gonna be a story of me reclaiming the land? It's kind of what it seems at this point. Oh, now loading. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. I'm going to turn down the sound just a slight bit. A little more than that. There we go. The tiny settlement of Kamaki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Doesn't really look like it's being protected all that much. Oh, hello. You seem busty. Wood sprite Sakuya.
How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. Oh no. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There's no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years. I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time.
Am I gonna magic girl transform?
We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Yeah!
And that's how a statue becomes real. Okami Amaterasu.
Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother, and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. Yawn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap.
You fucking bitch! Get the fuck up, you goddamn dog! Amaterasu! Gaze above you and take in the condition of the skies! Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon, and they have ravaged our fine and bountiful women. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Hey, what's going on? Is something stolen its way into my robe? Uh-oh, it's in my titties. Oh no, Amaterasu, why don't you come lick 'em out?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it was in my titty. I was right. Oh my god. Phew, what on earth? Oh, it's a flea. You again?
Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all.
You were napping my clothes again, Bug. In my titties.
Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isan.
Wandering artist season.
I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long until you're on your back and maybe on your knees. Bowing, oh, yep, knees. Bowing before me in before my great brush, I need to learn how to read.
Oh my.
Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, yeah?
Fuck you, flea. Fuck you, fur.
What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. I got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui.
Couldn't ate him.
Whoa, what do you think you're doing? You crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You're a great messing with great Isan. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. Oh shit, is that a fucking dragon? I'm out of here, bitch. Bye. Whoa, what's that growling sound? Why is it so dark? When did the sun go out?
Oh, great god, Amaterasu! I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit.
Is that what you're calling your melons there? Your fruit?
Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you'll lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sakia girl sure said some weird stuff. The villager spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit? That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. Like you didn't hear that before. But I just wanted to reiterate it, because you're a dumbass. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me. Getting to me, too. A lot can happen when you're taking a nap.
Oh my god, I'm finally able to do something. finally able to move even just a slight bit. Alright, let's, I assume, go inside here. Oh.
Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. There might be some women with huge titties about. You can see us you can use the right I know, thank you. Change point of view. Boy, you look so helpless. Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
I think I'm gonna be okay. Unfortunately, this is where I need to end the episode, so, I'll see you guys in the next.